I want to add a few words to our conversation on wisdom. We just finished a chapter in our Future Grace series as we looked at Hosea, and he's calling out across time and space, asking for anyone who comes after him to choose wisdom. And he's looking out across the larger story of Hosea, and he's asking us to apply this in all the places we live, work, and play. So I chose a space here with bad lighting and bad audio to hopefully illustrate this point, because it is a less than ideal situation. And we all have less than ideal situations in our work, in our families, and all these areas we say, man, if I could hit the easy button and get out of this, I certainly would. So why stay? Why stay and labor in a less than ideal situation? Well, the context of Hosea is political bankruptcy, extreme economic flourishing, and extreme poverty. The list goes on, and the list looks a lot like our world today. And Hosea is telling folks that they should love, and maybe another word there is give. They should love or give of themselves to others without measuring a return on investment, without having a string attached to it. So much so that you may give of yourself to someone you're certain cannot return the favor. Now that's one portion that Hosea is saying, but it actually gets a lot more difficult, because in chapter 3 he says, go love again. And what we read is that exactly what we feared would happen did happen. I gave of myself, and I got bopped in the nose in the process. The person that I was hoping to care for wounded me privately. They wounded me publicly. I've lost my money. I've lost my resources. I've lost my relational capital. And Hosea says, go love again. How could we possibly choose something like that? Biblical wisdom, true wisdom, is never measuring a return on investment. It doesn't say, what am I going to, if I give of my time, will I get time back? If I give of my money, will I get it back? If I give of my it is to give. We give because we have first been given to. The language in Corinthians tells us that the foolish things of the world are made wise according to God, and God makes the wise things of the world foolish. It's an upside down economy. And we see this illustrated fully in the person of Christ, who, according to Corinthians, is our wisdom, true biblical wisdom, true giving of ourselves. He gave of his life, took on flesh, suffered the hardships of life so that we might be restored. Brothers and sisters, you may be in a less than ideal situation, and you may have an easy button right around the corner. But if your labors can bring others to a more beautiful view of the gospel, to a more beautiful view of their Creator, to the flourishing of the kingdom of Christ, it is never a foolish thing to stay in a less than ideal situation when it brings life to the world. You are